Hi everybody, my name is Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food on Facebook and YouTube. But you know that. I'm so glad you're here. Gosh, I've just been waiting to talk to somebody and now I can. Wow. So anyway, you know that this whole journey is definitely just my sandbox. And I invite all of you in and I share my blah, blah, blah with you every day. And it hopefully it makes some people feel good, and other people it helps, it just kind of wakes them up a little bit along with the coffee that I drink. And for others, you know, they just want to be part of this tribe of pickles and this jar of pickles, the SS pickle, and learn as you go, because I think we're all learning as we go. You know, there's so much misinformation out there, and of course I'm probably, you know, transmitting some of it too. You know, I don't take everything I hear as gospel, but the more people that say something, there's one saying that if 1,000 people say the wrong thing, it still doesn't make it true. But, you know, I do tend to believe in my food plan, my way of eating, my woe, and I'm very glad not to be part of the sad standard American diet eating tribe anymore, or fighting it, or wishing I could. I don't have the regrets. Fortunately, there is a Fathead pizza, so I can have that. So the whole thing with never having a slice of pizza anymore, and if you've seen any Fathead videos, I just watched an incredible one. It looked so good. I think that's going to be on my menu for Friday. And Greg's got a little fry-later thing, and so he's been making his fried fish. He's happy with that. And so I need to make something for my Friday night dinner, and I think it could be a Friday night pizza thing. So anyway, we work together. We get to where we're going. We know it's a journey. There's bumps on the road. There certainly is struggles, but if we understand that that's just part of the deal and go with the flow, it can all work out for us. You know, we're just humans, and I just recently did a rather long video on HI, human interference, which to me is hysterical, because who's going to self-sabotage your food plan? Yeah, self-sabotage. I think the answer is in the label. And you know, haven't we done that to ourselves? And then we beat up ourselves, and then we really, really don't like ourselves, and we just feel so discouraged, like why even bother anymore? I remember about 15 years ago, I went to visit a friend in Wisconsin, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and I was about a size 14, and I started buying 16 and 18s because I knew that I was just going to grow into them. And so I didn't care how baggy, saggy I looked or how things looked on me. I didn't care, because I was so tired of the race, the rat race, the expectations, the needs, the everything. So what was I? I was like 51, 52 years old. And there I was. And I didn't care. And I was planning on being morbidly obese the rest of my life and not worrying about it. And ironically, she took me to my first Krispy Kreme, and I had one of those hot honey dip donuts right off the conveyor belt. And, you know, and we spent the week doing nothing but food. I mean, it was crazy. That's what we did. And she just took me to every single one of her favorite places. Mexican, that was a frequent flyer. Ice cream at night, you know, while we watched TV and talked. And it was just a carnival of junk food. And that's okay, because I had all these great big comfy clothes that I didn't care. I had just signed over my life, and I never gave health part a thought, because until I reached a certain age, I just assumed, well, everything's going to keep going along as it is, forgetting that, or not realizing, or being in denial about health issues that can come from eating the wrong foods for 5 or 6 decades. And so fortunately I got a clue shortly after that, and I began to work on my food issues again. I mean, this was my second time. My first time was in my 20s with OA. And although I retained some of the good habits and tips and tools from then, I didn't care what I ate. I didn't. And it wasn't that I was always binging. I wasn't. I mean, there were times when it looked like I might have been a sane person with just a little weight problem. But then there were other times where it was like very clear that I had a serious food addiction and couldn't stop. And so, yeah, that was a time in my life where it's like, didn't care if I ever met a man again, didn't care if I ever was skinny again, didn't care, didn't care, didn't care. And so how do I show that? Well, I build this wall of fat around me that kept people out. And I'm so glad that, something smacked me upside of the head and I kind of came back a little. And now here I am with this accountability, with talking to you guys every day. And I'm so glad it has all worked out just the way that it has, because it makes me feel so good to get up, to want to track, to want to plan, to want to pack and prep and do a video every single morning. It just works for me. It keeps me sane, and some of you stay sane from it too, because if I'm not sane, my food is going to go awry right away, right? It's the first thing that's going to go. I've proven it so many times. Don't know about you guys. So anyway, just a little pep talk, just saying that, you could be at the bottom and wondering how you'll ever get back to A, where you were, B, where you'd like to be, or C, just with a clue this time round. And so stick around. Stick around. Wonderful things can happen. You never know what's around the corner. Never. Trust the process. Stick with us pickles, and we'll all learn about this together. Thanks so much for watching. This has been Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food. Have a grand day. Bye-bye.